Yo, what's going on guys, me Beckonator, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege video on the channel. This is going to be a character guide, tutorial, beginner start, whatever you guys want to call these type of videos. Now this is going to be for the Defender Lesion. Now if you guys do not know who Lesion is, he is a 2-speed attacker that just came out with the new Blood Orchid DLC. He was also paired with the attacker Ying and the other defender Ella. If you guys want to see videos on those, make sure to comment that down below and I will do so if you guys want me to. So whether you guys just bought Lesion, have played with him for 20 days, or have just thinking about getting him, this video can help you in any way, shape, or form on how you want to play as Lesion. This can help anywhere from beginners to all-out pros in this game. So let's get right into the video. So guys, we are on the operator page, tab, whatever you guys want to call this, and here is Lesion right there. He has a very cool new decal. When you click on him, you're obviously going to see loadout, headgear, uniforms. I did get the season pass, so I did get the new monsoon headgear and the outfit to go with it. I think it looks really good because I think he looks super bright in this, so with this a little bit more darker, low profile, a lot harder to shoot at, which I like. Obviously this isn't a necessity, just thought I would show you guys that I have that. Now for loadout, it depends on how you play, obviously. Now I would prefer this gun, and for a beginner I would prefer this gun, but his shotgun is still amazing. His 612 SD, I'll be putting a clip on the screen right now. Yes, I was attacking in this clip, but Ying has the same shotgun as him. The only difference is his is actually suppressed, which I don't know if it lowers the damage or not, but it's obviously a plus. It's obviously a plus to have a suppressed weapon in the game. It is a 6-round shotgun with a revolver type loading thing. It is loading mag. It is very cool, and this thing is absolutely a beast at close range. So if you guys are playing on like plane or house, I highly recommend this one. Any other map, this one's obviously going to be the main choice because it can hit at longer range. Now, as for a setup for the shotgun, this is obviously a personal preference. Obviously you guys can hit it to how you would like, but I personally wouldn't even go with sight because it has good iron sights. If you guys want one, I'd go with a holographic for a shotgun because that's a very nice open sight. And obviously no underbarrel because that can give away your position unless you really don't care, you're just there to have fun, then have the laser sight to help you out. Now with this SMG, that is a completely different story. Like, you guys can use obviously what works for you, but his gun does not have an ACOG, so obviously there's going to be a different variety and choices. I personally like to go with the holographic. I recommend it out of the rest of them because this one is just too small to like see a broad out of it, and then no one ever uses this sight in this game. I do see some people that use it with Ying's gun, which I guess works out pretty well, but I personally like the holographic sight. It is my second favorite sight in the whole game, obviously my first being the ACOG, but sadly he does not get one. Then I went with the compensator, but you can easily change this up for however you play. I am just more of a, I'm going to pretty much full auto people. I'm not going to try to do it in semi-auto, or I'm not going to try to burst it. I'm just going to run in there and not worry about being suppressed, although I do put suppressors on some of my gun, but this gun already has super low damage, so when you put the suppressor on there, it just makes it even worse. So I just went with the compensator. It's a nice easy choice and it's very good for beginners. Obviously no underbarrel, and I personally didn't put weapon skin just because I don't have a lot of good ones. I just have like pink and green, the one I got from season pass, and then the god itself. How did I dude, this is going on all my classes now. Elephant camo is the best camo in the game. Obviously guys, that was a joke. Please don't put elephant camo on your guns. It makes you look even worse than having just the normal camo. And then out of charms, obviously this is a personal preference. I have all these charms, but I put on the Operation Health Gold because I got gold PS3 rank last season, which I know you guys are like, wow, that's not really that good, but for me, a console player that doesn't go super try hard to get that is pretty good in my opinion. Plus, I rarely play ranked. I'm pretty sure I played the 10 matches to get me to gold. I got gold 4, played like 3 more I think, and then got gold 3 and then quit. Just because all my friends play casual, so I'm a casual main. I know I'm going to get hates in the comments for that, but that's just how I play. Now his secondary, I personally like to go with the suppressor just because it's the coolest sound ever. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. It's probably like, this one's probably better because it has more damage and it reduces the recoil, but this one just sounds so cool, and this pistol hits like a truck, guys. I 3-shot people most of the time, even with the suppressor. It is just an amazing gun. This, I mean, obviously it's not like a shotgun or a full auto like some of the other operators have, but this is still an amazing little pistol that packs a punch, guys. That's all I'm going to say, is it is an absolute beast of a pistol. So if you run out of ammo, don't be afraid running this into the gunfight. You will still be rewarded nicely. Obviously, again, no underbarrel, and I just threw on this camo because I don't put it on anything, and I thought I'm not going to use this pistol a lot, so I'll just throw it on there. But just so you guys know, this pistol is very good. Now, for these two, these are literally completely optional. Obviously, like, these two are going to depend on the map, but these are optional. Obviously, if you're more of a roamer and you're going to be all over the place, you're going to want these impact grenades to help you with transitions and getting through rooms, hatches, stuff like that. Or if you're wanting to sustain the objective, you can lay down the deployable shield, which I will show in the next clip, and throw a lesion trap behind that, so that when someone vaults over the shield, you can put it like in a doorway in the middle of the hallway. They will get hit by Legion's goo mine, which will be in turn give you almost a free kill because they'll be out in the open. Now, for you guys that do not know what Legion's special ability is, he has a cloaked toxic mine that injects a compound which injures opponents and limits their speed, which basically means they can't run, and right when you step on them as an attacker, you immediately lose 10 health, and like every 2 to 3 seconds you lose 8 health until you pull the pins out, which then after you pull the pins out, everything stops. It's just like a normal game, but your screen does go green for a little bit, which does kind of suck when you're an attacker. Now, this cannot affect teammates, which is nice. But one time I did try to throw it next to a hostage, and it actually went off and hit the hostage, but it only did the initial 10 damage. So, just so you guys know, if you guys are playing hostage, don't like throw 5 of these at him right away, because it will damage him and possibly down him. So guys, on the loading screen, just so you guys know, because I know a lot of people are going to want to pick him in this first month, he is all the way second from the bottom. So what I like to do when it loads is, you can move before you see this. So I'll sometimes go all the way down here, so then all I have to do is right away go boom, 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 and click like that to get him. But obviously I'm going to be running his SMG, and I think I'm using impacts right now because it's obviously a very small map. But obviously, if you guys would like to use a shield, which I will show you later, I'll show you how to use that. So these are what his mines will look like when you're holding them. This is me holding down the right bumper. They look like this. Then you throw them, it's going to send out these little tripods, and then it's going to slowly get cloaked. So that's basically what it looks like. Obviously there's a little bit of tint of green from the syringes in there, but then it fades away and the cap does go away with it. And you have to be like, I think around this close for it to go off, so you don't have to be directly on it unless it's somewhere super hidden. Like, I know people that hide it in dead bodies, like other teammates. It will work there, but they have to step right over the top of it. So, obviously, this is what I tried when you try to throw one like near a hostage. Boom, it goes off, and you lose stuff because obviously the hostage got hurt. But so yeah, good tip: never throw it at the hostage. But obviously, the lighter the area, the more invisible they're gonna look, because the less darkness can show up the clear. Like, you can literally, even if you're looking for this crap, it's hard to see. Like, if I'm looking, you just barely notice a little bit of fade there. But let's say I go to a very, very dark corner like this. It's gonna be a tad bit more obvious because you can see the green. And how these work, though, is you get 7 max per round. You get 1 right when the round starts, and then around every, I think it's like 10 seconds, something like that, you get a new one until you have a maximum of 7 later on, and they look like this on the map. So I don't know, let's say I was way over here watching this angle and you heard one go off and this disappeared, the little icon disappeared, you would know, oh, okay, I threw in there and there, but that one's gone, so that means he was over here. You can go over there and, you know, shoot him up, whatever you want to do to your opponents. So yeah, I obviously like to keep mine though in a general vicinity, so like if I'm going to throw one down there, I like to have a nice angle on it from afar. So maybe I'll be watching this angle, but when I hear it go off, I can just easily run over here, so when they pull it off, I can get a nice easy kill on them. And they do stack up, so if you wanted to throw like 5 all on top of each other, I guess I really only have one to show you right now, they will stack up, and they don't stack up in the overtime damage, but when the person initially steps on them, if you laid down all 7, then it would then do 70 damage and then 8 every 3 seconds, or if you lay down only 2 on top of each other, it would do 20 damage initially, then 8 every 2 seconds, so it's going to double the initial amount, but not the time it takes to get the rest. So obviously if I was like, you know what, let's go boom, boom, like that, and the player happens to step right on it, then that would obviously happen. So now for the recoil of his SMG, I only have a little bit of time left in this round. This is me holding it straight down, aiming in. As you can see, it's a very tight grouping, just go straight up, so make sure you guys have a nice foregrip on that. And then now for the hip fire, this is from a moderate hip fire distance. As you can see, the hip fire is just all over the place, and you're just going to be hoping you're getting a lucky headshot on this, but it has a very fast reload, as you can tell. Alright, so now that we have his shotgun and the deployable shield ready, it's a little bit... First off, with the deployable shield trick, I would probably put one maybe like right here. So obviously it's in a doorway near the objective. It's very hard to see behind. You could even try to, I guess, shoot through the wall, but it'd be very hard. Now the common mistake most people do is they throw one right here. Now, when someone vaults over this, I'm going to show you where I land. If I'm running, I land right here. Even if I wasn't running, I'm going to land right here. You might get them luckily, but if they're holding down the sprint button, you really want to throw it about this far back from it, because when someone vaults over it, if they get it timed right, it will land perfectly on them, and it's an instant hit, no matter how fast they're running, how slow they're going. So that was me obviously sprinting. I'm going to go very slow now and slowly. I'm still going to hit it, guys. So always make sure if you guys are using this tactic or any sort of vault tactic, like through a window, throw it farther back, because when you obviously vault through, it's going to be a different story. So like right here, I would throw it that far back. And if I were to jump in, boom, hit it right then and there. So make sure you guys know, I guess, how to use these in a smart way. And that's pretty much it for his traps. They're pretty simple and very, very effective. So now for his shotgun, I'm going to go through his pistol. So now for his pistol kind of recoil, whatever you want to call it, this will be me aiming in and me just spamming the trigger. And obviously it'd be even better if I wasn't using a suppressor, but that's still very, very good for a pistol. This is me hip firing. That's kind of hard to see, but that's where they all went as a verse to that. So make sure you guys are always aiming in rainbow. I don't care what the situation is. If you aim in, it will work out better for you guys. And now for the shotgun, these are the iron sights. That's why I said you really don't need a sight, because I think these are very, very nice sights, but personal preference. So obviously, testing out the damage hip firing. Like I said, his is suppressed, so that's all 6 rounds. As you see, they're not super destructive at far away. They just do a bunch of little holes. But when you're very, very close, it does little tiny holes. So make sure you guys are... This shotgun is not very good for if you guys obviously want it to like blow open a whole wall. But this thing has crazy damage. And now for the recoil test, I guess I gotta go to an indestructible wall. For the recoil test, so here is the recoil test, not aiming in. So very nice spread. As you can see, this is where I started, and as I slowly go up, it all pretty much stays in the box, which is very, very nice. And then if I were aiming in, this is what it would look like. Boom, even closer. So they all pretty much stay in the box, which is good for both of his weapons, so I highly recommend him. This how-to tutorial here. Comment what you guys want to see next out of any of these operators. I almost have enough money to get every single one, so obviously you guys can see I have 38,000 renown and 600 R6, so I can get 2 more right now, and then I'd only need 2 more before I have them all. So I don't care. Comment any operator you guys want to see. If you guys want to see the new ones, comment that. You guys want to see, like, I don't even know, maybe even Sledge or one of the older ones like Buck. Just let me know in the comment section. Make sure to smash the like button down below if you guys are new just seeing this, or if you guys have been around since 20 subscribers. Make sure to comment that down below. Let me know how long you guys have been here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. And as always, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.